Amazon, Wal-Mart, Twitter, Facebook, Google, and YouTube, along with a laundry list of other companies, are in a very censorious mood. Some of them are banning anything even remotely related to Trump or Republicans for that matter. Heck, some of these companies are prohibiting business to those that even dispute the 2020 election results. So in this video, among other things, I'll highlight some of the examples of these companies being completely full of crap. You know, like they usually are. Hey everybody, thanks for joining me once again for Things That Need to Be Said. For MRC-TV, I'm Nick Kangatis. Now speaking of communistic censorship, and before I go any further, check out our videos on Rumble, because who knows who big tech is coming for next and how quickly. The link is in the description. Thanks everybody. Now back to speaking the truth about these fools. Now obviously I'm not going to give you every example of companies' hypocrisy. That video would literally never end, because much like politicians, these companies are rarely, if ever, honest with people. All of their faux outrage over what happened at the Capitol last week makes you want to puke in your soup, doesn't it? And like any major incident or event that occurs in our country, politicians and the worthless talking heads on pretty much every channel available have attempted to use it to their political advantage. As former Chicago Mayor Rahm Emanuel once said,
"You never want a serious crisis to go to waste."
In essence, be good little communists, with some of them being so stupid they don't even know they're practicing communism, and do the bidding of the politicians who have repeatedly attempted to usurp power. I would name all of them, but I don't have enough time to list the overwhelming majority of Congress, lobbyists, and activists, whatever the hell that means anymore. Anyway, let me just get right to it. You want to know how completely full of crap Twitter is? This asshole's page is still up. You know, the guy who totally doesn't incite violence by leading chants of death to America, burning American flags, and calling for Israel to be wiped off the face of the earth. Stand-up guy, right, Twitter? But they're gonna get rid of any profile that incites violence, right? Well, how about ABC News political director Rick Klein? The day after the events at the Capitol, I reported about Klein tweeting that a cleansing should happen to Trump supporters. Of course, this coward either deleted it or Twitter or ABC had him delete it. But these people never own what they said. And even if they do, they give empty apologies that mean about as much to society as free will does to Andrew Cuomo. Anyway, whatever the reason Klein's tweet was deleted, I thought accounts that incited violence were going to get banned. What happened to that shit? Those are just two of an endless amount of examples I'm not going to put you through. Don't trust me that there's more? Just spend an hour on Twitter. You'll see enough examples to make your head spin. As for Amazon and their CEO, or as he probably likes to think of himself, Bezos Christ, how about selling the Communist Manifesto for about the same price as a large cup of coffee at Starbucks? I mean, who has incited more violence than Marx and his cohort, Friedrich Engels? Let's face it, more people in the modern era of humanity have died in the name of communism than for any other reason. Prove me wrong. That's just the greatest example. If you have a thought, no matter how evil it might be, there's probably an item of some kind for it on Amazon. Heck, if you want a companion book to Marx's, Amazon will even give you a suggestion for the incitement of violence by Russian murderer Vladimir Lenin. Adorable. All that being said, you know what the difference is between at the very least myself and at most a decent amount of people not on the left? I don't want any of these people banned from society or any of those items taken off of Amazon. I never have, I never will. I'll never call for someone to be fired or not be able to put their money in a bank. I won't even go so far as the ridiculous move of saying they can't travel. Now, just as an aside, if you hate people and what they stand for so much, why would you prevent them from traveling and moving away from you? It's the same logic as people who leave California because they hate the policies so much, move to another place, and then vote the same people in who promote the same policies. Dumbasses. My point is, unless you're actually intentionally calling people to enact violence or being violent yourself, do and say whatever the hell it is you want. This is America. This is not the divided states of big tech. Well, on second thought, Democrats turn a blind eye to big tech violating people's rights, and leftists cheer the destruction of freedom of speech that's being carried out in the name of big government, while simultaneously calling for unity and actively promoting division. That's the epitome of what a leftist in 2021 is. I don't mean all, there are exceptions, and I shouldn't have to qualify my statement every time I put forth a generality, but that's life, I suppose. You don't have to like what I just said, but it's true. That might just be reality slapping you in the face for some, but that's the closest you'll ever hear me come to inciting violence. Ban me if you want. It's already happened twice already. Doesn't bother me anymore.
Bye, Felicia.
So, were those things that needed to be said? Am I making sense to most of you out there? Let me know in the comments, where I do read most and respond to some. I would say join me on Parler, but Amazon took care of that. Follow what you like, folks. It's a crapshoot at this point. If you like this video, don't forget to share it and give it a thumbs up. Those are the two best ways to let us know you want us to keep these videos coming. Subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so that YouTube, I don't know, might actually let you know when MRC-TV comes out with a new video if it hasn't been censored or taken down yet. And don't forget to head to Rumble, where we post our videos as well, and check out more of our work at mrctv.org. For MRC-TV, I'm Nick Kingadas.